Alright, 2012 Jeep Compass. We're going to put in a remote start. What I'm using here today is Flash Logic 5. That's all we're going to need. It has some extra clips in here I'll show later for your hood pin, your horn, and your lights, but you don't need any of that. Just this one cable and that. The part you're going to need is a screwdriver and then a star. This is actually going to need the T20. If you don't have a T20, I suggest you get it if you have this Jeep, because you need them to change your plugs and your coils also. But I forgot mine, so I found some old rusty parts laying around. They're going to work. Now you're going to need to pull down this, which this is just held in by clips. You're going to need your star bit for this screw. And then in here, way up in there, was supposed to be a star, but it ended up being a Phillips. So we're going to take the Phillips, go up there. Let me set this camera down. First, we're going to take the T20 out. Already got it loosened. Set that aside. Then up in here, we're going to take that Phillips. Real long Phillips. Just set that aside. Alright, so there's actually 3 screws. You got your star, your T20, and you got the Phillips over here, and you got another Phillips right here. Put this down. Phillips on both ends, T-star in the middle. Now the top part's just going to come off. When you raise the steering wheel up, so you got the top part off. Still have the bottom on. This whole piece right here is just going to snap. You want to be careful, you don't want to break your pins. Grab in here behind it and pull down. Same on the other side. Hey, look, found $1. All right. Now that we got that out of the way a little bit, you can take it all the way off if you want. A lot of them have hinges. Looks like mine actually has a snap down there. Now we're just going to remove the bottom piece. Forgot my tripod today, so I'm holding the phone while I'm doing this. Hold the key part. You can pull back. Come on this side, just make sure there's no clips or nothing holding it. And when you do that, your steering wheel will fall. We'll just leave it hanging like that for now. So before I go unhooking anything, I just want to map this cable out. This is the T-harness. It's going to come with extra wires in the package, but you don't need them unless you want the hood switch, the parking lights, or the horn. You got VS1 and VS2, the larger sides. That's for vehicle. And you got MS1 and MS2. That's for your module. All we're going to do is right here is your ignition. You're going to pull that wire out. One part of your T-harness goes in there, the VS, and the other side of the VS, that cord you're going to come out, it's going to plug into that. And then the MS1 and 2 is going to go into the module. We're going to set this down, try to get this. You can see there's a tab right here. So you're going to have to push that tab before you take it out. Just using a screwdriver to help push the tab. Alright. So that's that. Hopefully I got that in frame. But if not, all I did was I removed this. A little push tab on the back. Got to push it to remove it. So we got VS1 and VS2. If you look at them, you got one male, one female. So we're going to go ahead and install this. So VS1 is going to go on the harness that you unplugged. VS2 is going to go on the actual clip itself. I really apologize for forgetting my tripod. It's ridiculous. There we go. Instructions on programming and all that. And I will roll in a picture of the errors. If it doesn't work, you'll get an error code by your headlights. I will give a picture. That way you can look that up at the end of this video. Let's say you hook in the T-harness. Now you plug in the 20-pin adapter first and then the blue into your flash logic. We're going to do that now. So, 20-pin connector. It's going to go in first. That's your power. Then you're going to add your blue right beside it. Now we got a flashing red light. Program the key as explained in the sheet titled Module Programming Procedure. Now before we program the key, I'm going to go ahead and go over the directions. It tells me to close the door, reopen the door to wake up the data bus. I'm going to insert the key, turn it to the on position. The LED is going to be a solid red. Within 5 seconds, it's going to flash green. I'm going to need to turn the key off, remove the key, and press the unlock button. The LED will turn solid for 2 seconds and you're complete. So let's try it. Close the door, open it. Now we're going to insert the key into the ignition and turn it to the on position. The LED, now it's turning, or it's flashing green. I'm going to remove the key, press the unlock button. Now the light should turn solid green, which it was just green when I picked it up. So now it should be good. Alright, so we got all that. We're actually going to try to start it now. So, 3 locks on the key. Look at that. Alright, you see the door's locked. So this is the takeover procedure. This is where you're actually going to take it back from your vehicle. It says all doors must be closed and locked. Press the unlock on the OEM. Insert the key in the ignition and turn it to the on. Now when you push the brakes, now I have control of the vehicle. One thing it does show in the manual is that if you push the brake before your key's in in the on position, your car will just die. That's a safety procedure or something. So now we're going to try to put everything back together and hopefully hide this module. I mentioned earlier about some of these having hinges, and it looks like mine had clips. There's actually bolts down there. So if it doesn't completely fall forward, don't pull on it. There's bolts down there. But the newer ones do have hinges. This is a 2012. You have this little O-ring gasket. It's probably going to be laying in there. I just picked it back up, and it goes in right there. Just to show you where I'm going to try to hide it, I used some electrical tape, tied up the wiring harness a little bit. I think I'm going to try to leave it right there. There may not be enough room, but what I looked at is underneath this, on that metal plate down there, when I moved the steering wheel up and down, there seemed to be enough room where that would clear. So if this doesn't work, that's where I'm going to go with it. But you'll need to figure out exactly where you want to route it. But I'm thinking everything is going to clear the way it moves. I'll be back here in a second and let you know. Alright, so I tried to hide it in here, but this wouldn't get up high enough to go over the ignition. So where I got it is right there. I checked the steering wheel. There's enough room to clear it whenever it bottoms out. Poor job of securing it. I had some real thick, double-sided, gooey plastic, but there's so much dust and stuff in there, it needs to be cleaned out. But for right now, that's how I got it duct taped in there. I'm going to put it back together real quick. Here's the final. I went ahead and put everything together off camera, but it was the same thing. Once I got it up there, put the screws in, the top just snapped on top and popped that back in. Again, I apologize for not having a tripod, but this isn't a professional video. I'm a gun reviewer, not a mechanic, so it was not hard at all. Like you've seen, it was just one wire harness, 2 plugs on each side. That was it. I got all the seals up. Test it one last time. Three times, the doors lock, your lights will flash, and it starts. So the doors are locked. Unlock the door. And here's where you put your key in the on position, push the brake and take over. If you push the brake, it'll kill the vehicle. And there's that dollar I found. So you guys might want to go ahead and do this. Never know what you'll find. I'm gonna run inside, get the manual, show you the error codes. Apologize for all the mess, but like I said, it's not a mechanic video. We use our vehicles. So here we go. Again, that was the Flash Logic 5 FLR SCH5. This is a 2012 Jeep Compass. If you're interested in where to get this thing was like 80 bucks, I think, a little bit less. This is from Duracell on eBay. I'll put their link below where I got it. Here's the extra parts. So it's got a door hood latch and more wires for your horn and your running lights, but you don't need those. The running lights, all that still work without it. It's just for adding safety features if your vehicle didn't have them. So here's the owner manual, the owner's guide. So here's an important thing, valet mode. You actually have a sticker you need to put on your car. If you work on it, you need to disable. All you gotta do is cycle the ignition on off 5 times rapidly. 2 + 1 light flashes is activated valet mode, which means that you disabled your remote start, and then you do it again 5 times. And my daughter drew on me. But 2 + 2 = 4. That's going to deactivate the valet mode, which means your remote start is working again. And here, I'm going to put in a picture right here. This is the diagnostics. So if you're not starting and you get one of these codes of light flashes, then that'll tell you what's going on with it. That's going to be it for the video. I'm going to take a still frame of that and put it in this video for 15-20 seconds, whatever. Thanks everybody for watching.